Hey there, welcome to CandTCollectibles. I'm C.
I'm T.
And I'm C.
And I'm T.
Okay, there you go. And this is our weekly buy or sell. This is our last weekly buy or sell. So
For the rest of the year.
For now, yeah. The Major League Baseball regular season ends this week in a short season, so this will be the last time we go through major players. But we always have football.
Yep.
So maybe we can do something for football.
NFL buy or sell.
NFL buy or sell. No, we used to call it 3 and out. 3 risers and a punt, so maybe we'll just bring that one back. So yeah, this was like 3 up and 3 down, and whatever. We're just gonna take a look at some players that had actual good weeks on the diamond, see whether or not we're buying what they did. Maybe make a few comparisons, maybe a couple blind reveals, just to kind of finish it up and have some fun. But there were a number of pitchers that had good weeks here. But you know, as the producer, editor, executive director, there's some discretion here, so we're gonna go with the twin, Bailey Ober. Who, he got into the 8th inning, only gave up 2 hits, a walk, 10 strikeouts against the White Sox.
And no runs.
Exactly. It was a very nice outing. He got the win for the season. He's got 2 of those wins. So he doubled his win total in a game there. So 8.29 strikeouts per 9, 1.76 walks per 9. This is very respectable stuff here. 70% of the guys that got on base stayed there, which is a little bit unlucky. 80% is kind of the number you're looking for, and that's why there's a discrepancy between his ERA and his xFIP. So he again getting a little bit unlucky here. Well, actually, that looks like he's lucky compared to the xFIP. So he did something well, and he kept the walk rate pretty low. So, all right. What we're going to ask for Bailey over here is over under 20 starts in 2023. I would take 20 of those starts for sure. I don't know if that's in them.
Well, that'd be 20-0 then, and that would be pretty crazy good.
That would be crazy good. So yeah, I'm not sure we're getting that. But
who do we have in our rotation?
That's the big question here. So basically, what we're saying over under 20 starts is he going to be a full-time starter for us next year?
You got like Chris Archer, Joe Ryan.
Joe Ryan for sure. Yeah.
That's all I can think of.
Exactly. Dylan Bundy, is he back? Yeah, I don't know. So is this one of the? So as we go into next year, is this one of the guys that gets us 20 starts? Is he a full-time starter for us next year?
I'm gonna say yes.
You're gonna say yes? All right. I answered for you. I said nah. Do we really care? No. If he does the 8.5 and he gets the 1 3/4 strikeout or whatever per 9, I would take it. I would take it. My hope is that the Twins maybe come up with a little more depth in that rotation. So we'll see. If we take it and he pitches like this, I'd be good with that. So maybe we're being a little too harsh here. I can't believe this is what you picked. I think you're just being too hard. Yeah. So anyways, all right, moving on. All right, Jock Peterson. He had the pearl necklace there. Last week, 450 average with a home run, 1492 OPS, 300 weighted runs created, added 0.6 WAR to his season total, which has actually been a pretty good season overall. The wins above replacement is not quite there. It doesn't really have the defense to go with the offense.
Add like a third of his WAR there.
Totally, yeah. So his average on the season, 276, 23 home runs, 878 OPS, 145 weighted runs created, and he played upwards of 120, 130 games, so he's kind of full-time-ish. A lot of those were off the bench.
Walk rate is really, really low.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, that's a reasonable walk rate, 10% of the time. But the strikeout rate has dropped. That's like for a guy that's hitting 23 home runs, and he's usually been upwards of 30. That's not a bad number at all. He's a very productive player this year. Let's find out exactly how productive he was. Blind reveal, Tom. Player A, 276 average. Okay. 23 home runs, 878 OPS, 145 weighted runs created, 2.1 wins above replacement. Player B, 280 average. All right. Similar walk rate. The strikeout rate a little bit higher, 27 home runs, 844 OPS, a little bit underneath that. Weighted runs created, almost identical. He had 5 wins above replacement.
I think player B is kind of like a Boba.
Player A is the player we just talked about.
I'm gonna say B though.
You're gonna take B? Okay, you're gonna take Julio Rodriguez.
Ooh.
Yeah, but would you have thought that Jock Peterson and Julio Rodriguez would be that similar?
I mean, no, but
right.
That means that J-Rod's has like an
J-Rod gets a lot of stolen bases and plays a really good defense.
And
there's your difference.
Well, if you're getting doing almost as good as like
playoffs.
Yeah, if you're doing
and he has flowers and he has pearls.
Which one's better?
They're both great.
But if you're hitting about like as good as a veteran, then that's probably almost an AL Rookie of the Year.
He is. Yeah, he is going to be AL Rookie of the Year. But I'm just saying, how many people would have said, "Oh, Jock Peterson, you're as good as J-Rod." J-Rod's getting all the hype, and J-Rod's like 21, so he should get all the hype. All right, Taylor Ward. Last week, 522 average pair of home runs, 1,400 OPS, tacked on .7 WAR to his season total of nearly 4 wins above replacement, 23 home runs, 284 average. Pretty terrific season for Taylor Ward. He ended up being top 10 outfielder. So pretty close. I think he was just outside of that. But that's pretty good stuff there.
So, yeah.
How good is it? All right. We just went over Taylor Ward's numbers. 284 average.
Same amount of
Walking 10% of the time, striking out 21% of the time. 23 home runs, 842 OPS, 3.9 wins. Or do we like player B? 245 average. Walking 20% of the time, striking out 15% of the time. 27 home runs, 862 OPS with 4 wins.
Seems like a Joey Gallo kind of player for player B.
Joey Gallo like last month maybe, but over the course of a season.
I'm still gonna go player B.
Okay, all right. You're taking Juan Soto of your playoff-bound San Diego Padres, but again, who would have thought Taylor Ward, Juan Soto,
that's similar,
very similar stuff. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
He's ready to high five you for picking him. He's like, hey, nice job. So good luck in the playoffs, Juan Soto. All right, we'll wrap it up here with Matt Olson. So here's how I knew he was going to have a crazy week. You want to know how it was? Because my team was eliminated from the playoffs, and I had Matt Olson on it. So now he goes off, right? Exactly. 500 average, 5 home runs, 1,900 OPS, tacked on .9 WAR to his season
average,
total. Though. No, so the big, last year he was about a 270. What was he? 270, 280. And, he was upwards of 40 homers. It was a terrific season for him. This year, what we had said is if he can keep that strikeout rate below 20%, then he can really maintain being this high-level player. This year, that strikeout rate went back to his old ways here, about 24, 25%. So that is going to hurt the average and the overall production.
Still hitting 30 home runs, though.
Yeah, he's a power guy. He's going to do that, and he tacked on a ton last week. And so, I mean, really, the bulk of his season production came in the last week of the season. So 241, 33 home runs, 800 OPS, 3.1 wins. So not what people were looking for out of Matt Olson, not what the Braves were looking for, but he's getting hot at the right time. The Braves are hot at the right time. They just took it to the Mets. And they're heading to the playoffs on firing all cylinders here. So that's going to be if you're gonna slump, don't do it at the end of the season. Is basically what it comes down to. Player A, 241 average, 33 home runs, 804 OPS, 3.1 wins above replacement. Player B, 240 average, 36 home runs, 4.2 wins above replacement. These guys are identical in almost every way.
Yeah, the walks. Really close. K probably the farthest away, but that's still kind of close. Yeah. OPS really close. Weighted runs created really close. WAR really close. This is crazy. I'm still gonna go with player B though. Okay, all right. Player, of course, Matt Olson. Player B, Christian Walker of the Arizona Diamondbacks. That is 36 homers.
Who exactly?
He's so underrated.
And so that's the thing. For a while, he was just hitting bombs, and then he started to kind of pick it up overall. But again, when you're looking at these things, it's like Matt Olson, Christian Walker. Were they in the same sentence at the beginning of the year? No, not at all. So
now
Christian Walker, he was going nuts for a while and hitting home runs, but it's like all he was hitting, and then he started to add some average and stuff like that to finish off the season. So
who would have believed that Christian
Walker
has
over Matt Olson,
like the third most home runs in the NL, or something like that.
Yeah, right. I mean, Schwarber's ahead of him, and then you got Judge way ahead of everybody, and I think that's
I said NL, not
kind
NL.
of it. I know, so like Schwarber, I think is about it.
Yeah,
so.
he has like 40 on them.
Yeah, there you go. So there it is, man. Hey, thank you for a great season. It was fun to talk some baseball. We'll talk more baseball here, but it'll be more sparing. So but between us, probably moving on to football. Yeah, we could do a little of that as well. So, all right, that's what we got for you. Thanks for watching.
Bye.